During the school holidays, I took my daughter to a park. I had barely entered the park entrance with my daughter when a supercar crossed the solid line and rear-ended us. The man climbed out aggressively. Do you even know how to drive? Do you know how much this car costs? You can't afford it even if you went bankrupt. I frowned and pointed at the solid lane marking on the road. Sir, you crossed the line and caused the collision. It's your fault. He cut me off impatiently. No, you're obviously at fault here. When you see a multi-million-dollar supercar like mine, you're supposed to move aside. Now pay me for the damages. I almost laughed from disbelief. Great. A professional bully. I pulled out my phone to call the traffic police. Before I could dial, the man, Saul Matthews, shot me a contemptuous look and grabbed my wrist, stopping the call. Calling the cops won't help. My wife has serious connections. I want $200,000 right now. Call your family and sell your house. If you make me mad, I'll ruin you. He was being completely unreasonable. He caused the accident, but he kept shouting like the victim. A crowd quickly gathered around us. Someone gasped. I've seen that car on TV. Only 50 exist worldwide, and it's worth $10 million. That's a real billionaire's ride. Another person shook his head. That guy driving the cheap electric car is finished. He'll lose everything paying for this. Someone else sighed sympathetically. People who can afford cars like that have unimaginable power. Even if they're wrong, they can twist it however they want. The praise only inflated Saul's ego further. You hear that? He said smugly. Be smart. Right now, it's only $200,000. If you drag this on. I suddenly interrupted him. Is this car yours? The moment I saw it, something felt off. Then, realization hit me. This was my mother's gift to me the year I became chairman of Milton Group. The last 4 digits of the license plate were my birthday. My wife, Hazel Bishop, had told me the engine failed and that she sent it to the dealership. We owned too many cars, most rarely driven, which was why I hadn't recognized it immediately. I had taken the electric car today just to stay low-key. Saul's expression darkened. What are you implying? My wife gave it to me. Of course, it's mine. He then seemed to remember something, and his face lit up with exaggerated pride. My wife is a big shot. She runs Milton Group, the biggest corporation in Harborview. You can't afford to offend her. My eyes narrowed. Milton Group? He lifted his chin arrogantly. Scared now? Call your family and pay up. Otherwise, I'll make sure you end up behind bars. At first, I thought I had misunderstood. Maybe the dealership staff had taken the car out without permission. But now, it was obvious. Hazel was cheating. Seeing me stay silent, Saul assumed I was intimidated and sneered again. I'm telling you, my wife is almost here. If you ruin our family outing today, she'll blacklist you from every industry. Doesn't matter what job you have. I let out a cold snort. You've got a big mouth. An older woman from the crowd stepped forward kindly. Young man, ordinary people like us can't fight families like that. Just chalk it up to bad luck, apologize, and see if he'll accept less money. A faint, icy smile formed on my lips. Someone will be paying compensation today and lose everything doing that, I said calmly. But it won't be me. After all, stealing a $10 million supercar carried a pretty serious sentence. The woman sighed and shook her head. I tried to warn you, but you won't listen. Everyone in Harborview knows what Milton Group represents. Another bystander mocked me. So naive. Do you seriously think the world is fair? That pride of yours is going to come back and bite you. Saul finally lost his patience, rage flashing across his face. You idiot. Guess we'll do this the hard way. Just wait until my wife gets here. You're finished. I lowered my gaze slightly, hiding the murderous intent rising inside me. She's coming, huh? Perfect. I wanted to ask Hazel myself why she would throw away a perfectly good life just to walk straight into disaster. While Saul and I were still arguing, shouting suddenly erupted from inside my car. A 9-year-old boy darted out and ran to Saul, holding up a pendant in his hand. A second later, my daughter, Karis Baldwin, climbed out of the car. Her hair was a mess, her eyes red and swollen. She looked like she was trying not to cry. Daddy, he started digging through our car as soon as he got in. He stole our family photo pendant. Before I could respond, Saul exploded. So that's it. No wonder you showed up here today. You hit my car and act fearless because you're trying to steal my wife. He clutched the pendant in one hand and swung his fist at my face with the other. I blocked him easily, my voice going cold. You know exactly who the outsider is. He bared his teeth and lunged again, but I locked him down without much effort. I didn't spend decades in the boxing gym for nothing. With a quick shift of weight, I sent him stumbling. He hit the ground, then instantly changed his tone. Everyone, come look. Is this what the world's come to? First, he crashes into my car, and now, he's trying to steal my wife in broad daylight. The louder he shouted, the bigger the crowd grew. People started pointing at Karis and me. I felt bad for him earlier, thought he was getting bullied by a rich guy. Turns out he's the one with bad intentions. How disgusting. And he's got a kid watching him act like this. I pulled Karis into my arms, pressing her face against my chest so she wouldn't hear any more of it. My heart pounded hard enough to hurt. This was unbelievable. I took out my phone and showed the crowd our marriage certificate and wedding photos. Take a good look. I'm Hazel Bishop's legal husband. He's the one interfering in our marriage. And Hazel's not innocent either. Someone leaned closer. That's her. I've seen her on the business channel. She's the general manager of Milton Group. Did we get this wrong? The crowd's attention shifted back to Saul, this time with doubt. A flash of something ugly crossed his eyes. He pulled out his own phone. Don't be fooled. He obviously photoshopped those. My wife and I just celebrated our 10th anniversary. I've got a video of it. The clip played. He and Hazel were on a beach, holding hands, kissing, and feeding each other food. The photos were so intimate and brazen that the people around us actually flushed. My head rang. A month ago, when my mother was dying, Hazel told me she had a major overseas deal she couldn't miss. I begged her to stay, but she left anyway. I clenched my fist so tightly that my nails cut into my palm. So that was it. She had left me to be with him. The fury of betrayal surged through me, raging out of control. The crowd flipped instantly. He's right. Photos can be fake. Video doesn't lie. I bet that marriage certificate is photoshopped. He probably knew Ms. Bishop would be here today and planned the whole thing. Saul's son, Alex Matthews, bent down, grabbed a rock, and hurled it at us. Stay away from my mom. Stop stealing her. And don't mess with my dad, or I'll kill you. I scooped Karis up and dodged. When I looked up, I caught Saul's eye. He wasn't scared, he was smug. He even flipped the bird at me subtly. I laughed. Not because it was funny, but because something inside me had snapped into place. I wasn't going to stand there and argue anymore. I moved fast. I buckled Karis into the car, shut the door, and started the engine. The roar cut through the noise. Then, I hit the gas and drove straight towards Saul and Alex. The crowd gasped. What the hell? Ah! Someone screamed. I slammed the brakes with barely a foot of space left between my bumper and them. Through the windshield, I saw Saul's face drain of color. His legs gave out, and he collapsed onto the pavement. I smiled at him through the glass. Scared already? Then how was he going to handle what would come next? At that moment, a black car sped toward us. I glanced at the license plate. Hazel was here. The moment Hazel stepped out of the car, she rushed straight to Saul and Alex. Alex ran to her first, his face scrunched up as he complained, "Mom, someone tried to run Dad and me over." Saul wrapped an arm around Hazel and shot me an accusing look. This is all your fault. I don't know what kind of creep you attracted, but he's trying to kill us just to take our place. Hazel's expression softened immediately, and she comforted him. Don't say nonsense. You and Alex are the only ones I care about. Who bullied you? I'll handle it. Whatever you want, I'll make it happen. From inside my car, I watched the devoted couple through the window, my chest turning cold. I pushed the door open and stepped out. Hey, Hazel, I said evenly. They were talking about me. I did that. Her angry expression froze. The color drained from her face for a split second. Saul quickly pulled her closer and pointed at me. It's him. Hazel, you have to stand up for Alex and me. Blacklist him from every industry. I stepped forward, locking eyes with her. Don't you have anything to explain? Hazel's lips parted, but no words came out. Someone in the crowd shouted, Ms. Bishop, this guy claimed he's your husband earlier and even showed a marriage certificate. You can't let people like that ruin your reputation. Another voice joined in. He seriously thinks he has a shot with Ms. Bishop? Just look at how in love she and Mr. Matthews are. The moment she arrived, all her attention was on Mr. Matthews. Like he ever stood a chance, homewreckers like him are disgusting. Ms. Bishop's got power. Handling a nobody like him is easy. Someone who tries to break up a family deserves consequences. The crowd's voices overlapped, louder and louder. Hazel clenched her jaw. Saul handed her the family photo pendant. Without hesitation, she threw it to the ground and crushed it under her heel. She kept grinding until the photo was nothing but torn fragments. My chest tightened. Then she spoke quietly, almost professionally. Sir, using someone else's image without permission is illegal. I don't know you. Stop spreading false claims about me before my husband and others get the wrong idea.